Hello, welcome to Gentle Stretching. It's a great way to calm yourself down, to do some stretching, to make your body feel better, and these are all going to be very easy for you to do. You can do this, I'd recommend standing, and the reason why I recommend standing is if you're on your legs, you're building bone strength, and that is so important to keep us up as we age. If you need to sit, everything can be done seated, except of course stuff with the legs, but you just do the arm stuff with us. If you're seated, I want you to try as much as possible to have your feet flat on the floor. Sit up toward the front of your chair so that you're alert and you're able to, you've got more space to move. And so trying to sit in a chair that doesn't have arms would be the best situation, okay? So we're going to just start. The very first thing I always like to do is just to do some side to side, and we're just going to move. Now, I need you to focus on your waist because you should not be moving from your knees, okay? So you're just your waist. I like to do about 10 of these before I get started with walking or jogging or yoga or anything. And then we're just going to come up and down. These two stretches are actually moving our spines, getting our spines moved up. The first one that we did is moving our spines this way, and then this is moving it up and down, and the spine moves both directions, okay? Now, the very first one that we're going to do is a great one to do if you've been sitting, like watching a whole series of TV shows or a long TV show. And on this one, we're going to just take our arms up, clasp your hands, and then we're just going to do a bend to one side, take a breath, come up to center, and then take a bend to the other side. So this is stretching some muscles that get really squished up if we sit too much, okay? Come back up. And then the other thing that the body really likes after sitting a lot is just a nice, gentle, easy twist. Remember, twist from your waist. Make sure your knees stay where they're supposed to be. Come back into center. Go to the other side. And come back to center, okay? All right. This next series of stretches that we're going to do is from Qigong, which is based in traditional Chinese medicine. They're great movements to do. I do these virtually every day because they're just a nice way to move the body. So if you'll stand so that your feet are about shoulder width apart, but if you feel like you need more support, a wider base, do what you feel is best for your body. Bring your hands just underneath your navel, all right? And we're going to do each of these 3 times. So the first time I'll kind of talk us through it. Second time we'll focus more on the breathing. And the breathing for Qigong is a breath for each move. So if we go up, we're going to breathe in. And if we come back down, we're going to breathe out, all right? We're going to try not to take these too fast. You can speed them up if you want more of a little bit of a workout, but they're really geared for just calming us down. Okay, so we've got this beginning position. Breathe in as you take your arms up, and then down to the sides. Back to that beginning position. Breathe in, out. And the last time, breathe in through your nose as much as you can, and breathe out. Oh, I just think that feels so good. All right, now the next one, you're going to step out to the left, so you've got a much wider base here, okay? And we're going to bring our arms up, put your dukes up, okay? And this is called riding the pony, shooting the bow and arrows. So you're going to come down as if you're sitting down on a horse, take your arms out, stretch out, you've got your little arrow right there, come back up, and then to the other side. So a little bit of a squat, come back in, and then I like to really squeeze these together to work my shoulders, okay? Do that again, ready? Going to go out. So that's an in breath, and then out. Again, out. Last time. Great, and then go back down, step back in. All right, this is another great spine stretch. You're going to take one hand up, turn your palm facing up, the other palm is down, and that's just a nice stretch for the spine. Come back down, switch to the other side. Okay, back down. So we're going to breathe in, coming up, and down, up, and down. Okay, now I have problems staying focused on 3 times when I'm talking, so hopefully that was 3. So if something terrible happens later in the day, you'll know that we've upset the whole balance of the universe because we didn't do 3, okay? Hopefully nothing bad will happen. All right, here we go. Next one is just a gentle twist to the side. Come back into center. Okay, so we're going to breathe in as we go back. Breathe out. And we're just doing simple breaths. We're not doing big, deep breaths. Great. Okay, so in Qigong, we like to breathe in through the nose and then out through pursed lips. Okay? All right, step out to the left again. All right, this time, put your hands on your hips. We're going to take a nice bend to one side, come back up to the other side, come back up. Then we're going to do a nice flat back hinge fold. So you're going to come down. Now, imagine that your back is absolutely as flat as possible. Your neck is smooth, so you're not looking up or down. You're probably going to feel some work here in your hamstrings as well as in your back. Now, to come back up, you're going to push your feet down into the floor. Use your legs to come up. Okay, don't use your back. And then we're going to go to the back. So put your hands behind you like this, and then a nice little back bend, and then back up. Okay? All right, and then you're going to turn your head to one side. This is great. We sometimes forget to do anything with our necks, and that's where we store a lot of our stress. Back to center, look down, and look up. Okay, let's try that whole sequence again. Ready? To one side, breathe in, breathe out, other side. Okay, flat back. Push those feet into the floor to come up. Put your fists behind you and do a nice little back bend, and come back to center. And then we're doing our neck. Down, look up, and the last time through this sequence, push your feet into the floor, come up, little back bend, back to center, look to one side, look down, and up. Great. Okay, now step back into center. So your feet are going to be very close together. We're going to do a forward fold. And the forward fold is, first we're going to take a breath in. We're going to trace down the front of our legs. This is actually called touching toes. If you can go that far, great. You go to where you're comfortable, okay? Always stay in your comfort zone. Then we're going to switch our hands to the back, bring them up the back of our legs. Then we're going to do a nice stretch. You're probably not going to feel much movement, but you're going to envision that you're just pulling your head up by a string and your whole back is lengthening out, your spine's lengthening out, okay? All right, ready? Breathe in. Breathe out as you trace down the fronts of your legs down toward your toes. Now take your hands to the back. Breathe in as you come up. And then you're just letting your whole spine stretch so you feel like you're being pulled and down, okay? So you're not going to feel a lot there, but we're just imagining that the spine is lengthening, okay? Let's try that again. Breathe in. Trace down the front of your legs as you breathe out. Switch to the back. Breathe in. Come up. And then you're just lengthening out your spine. And breathe out. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Switch to the back. Breathe in. lengthen out your spine. Just have that string pulling you up, okay, and then breathe out. Good. Okay, next one, step back out to that beginning position. This feels so good. Sometimes I do this like a million times instead of just 3, okay? So we're going to just be taking one hand out, fist out, come back in, and then again, come back in, and one more time, out and in. Okay, good. And then our last one of this set is coming up on toes 8 times, 7 times, can't remember. Let's try it. Let's see, 7 times I think, okay? All right, we're going to just come up on our toes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's just 7. Okay, 7. And I like to kind of hold on this 7th one to kind of work on balance just a little bit. Okay, and then breathe out. And down. Good. Okay. Now we're going to do some work with our ankles. So you're going to take your right leg, turn your foot out, come back in, come up on your heel, and then point. And then I just want you to do a nice ankle circle. Do that 3 or 4 times. Come back in. You can certainly sit down on your chair if that's easier for you. Okay, next one. Going to do the left side. Turn it out. Turn it in. Up on your heel. Point. And then some nice circles. We want good strong ankles and then reverse to keep us up, okay? Strong leg bones, strong ankles. Great, okay. Now the next one is, actually we are going to sit down for just a few minutes. If you'll sit down, we're going to work on leg muscles, so this is a little easier to sit, okay? First one, we're going to work on quads. So those of you who walk a lot, the only thing that doesn't really get a good workout from walking if you're on just flat ground are your quads. So here's a couple of things to help build those quad muscles. These are big, powerful muscles that move us, okay? We're going to just take our leg up, take your other leg up. Let's do this 3 times. And this one. And if you've got your hands right here, you can actually feel those quads working, okay? And then we're going to kind of mimic riding a bike. We're just going to lift up. And you are certainly welcome to do more of these if they feel good than just the 3 that we're going to do, okay? So that's our quads. And then we're going to cross our leg. Now, my leg goes pretty flat. A lot of people's don't, and that's not because of stretching at all. It's because of bone and sockets and all kinds of things, okay? So this is one of those things that you could work on this for the rest of your life, and if you don't have the structure to go this flat, nothing's going to happen. You'll just annoy yourself and everyone around you, so don't worry about it, okay? And on this one, this is we're working on the piriformis muscle that's in our back, okay, on our butt, underneath the gluteus maximus, and this gets very tight from sitting as well. And what we're going to do now is lean into this seated pose, and you should be feeling some stretching in the back there, and in other places too, okay? Guys, if there are actually any men watching this, if you're wearing your wallet in your back pocket, that's just contributing to the problems with your piriformis, okay? Wear it in your front pocket. It's safer anyway, okay? And on these kinds of stretches, when we're just staying in a stretch like this and we're not moving, I like to hold it for about 20 seconds, even 30, sometimes even longer, to help it kind of release. This is the muscle that has the sciatic nerve run through it, and that causes lots of people problems. So this is a good one to come to if you're having a little problem with sciatica, okay? Come back up. Let's switch to the other side, cross over, okay? And then you're just going to lean forward into the pose. Now, you might notice that there's a big difference on the 2 sides of your body, and that is perfectly normal because we carry ourselves differently. We sit, like I tend to when I sit in my chair up at my desk at home, I kind of slide into the right, even though I know I'm not supposed to do that, okay? So it's a constant struggle, trust me, and we're just stretching that out for 20, 30 seconds, and hopefully that feels really good for you. have that time to stretch that muscle out. And then come back up. Okay, now we're going to do some shoulder work, and this is, we could stand up, but let's just stay seated. Shoulder rolls, and I just do shoulder rolls backwards because, you know, we spend so much of our life looking like this that I want to sit up. Notice I'm on the edge of my chair, okay, and my feet are flat on the floor, and I'm going to take my shoulders up, roll them back. Let's do this like 5 times, and helping you get your shoulders back to where you need them to be, okay? Another great shoulder one is, I'm going to have you take your arms out. We're going to take them behind us, and you're going to fold your arms. Now look what I'm doing with my shoulders. I'm going to raise them up, take them back, and drop them, okay? And then I'm going to keep them there for about 20 seconds or 30. And this is a really good one to help get your shoulders back to where they're supposed to be, because we spend so much time having them forward. And I catch myself, even when I'm walking, I'll catch myself with my shoulders forward. And so I try to check in pretty regularly to make sure I've got them in the right place. Because it's really easy to, we've just got lifetimes of bad habits on where we have those shoulders. So hopefully this feels good. Okay. Go ahead and then just drop those and just take them down so you kind of let the muscles relax. All right. And then let's not forget the front part of our body. Bring your hands in front of you. Turn your fingers and wrists inside out and then stretch forward. Make sure that you continue breathing whenever we stop and pause. Make sure you're still breathing, gentle breaths. If you stop breathing, it means that you're trying too hard, okay? So just back off of what you're doing a little bit. Unless you really stop breathing, then we'll have to call 911, okay? But there's a little difference there. Okay, and then drop your hands down. Good. Okay, let's just do some arms overhead. This is a nice one to do if you're down on the floor or in bed. Just take your arms overhead, nice stretch, and down. Breathe in, and out. Good, all right. Wrists and fingers. Okay, so I want you to make 2 fists and really grip, because we want to keep that grip ability. Open those cans of pickles as long as we can, okay? And then take your fingers and spread them completely out as much as you can. Grip, spread out, and grip, and spread out, okay? And then this time put your fists back in, and we're just going to do some wrist circles. Just move them around, back the other way like we did with our ankles, okay? All right, good. So I think that we have now, cat and cow. Okay, the last one we're going to do, and if this is and we're going to be standing back up in just a minute, okay? This is cat and cow. So you're going to bring your arms, put your dukes up again, okay? This is a different version than you might have done in yoga on your hands and knees, but it's a good one to open up the chest, okay? So don't throw your neck back like some yoga teachers tell you to throw your neck back. Don't do that. Just keep it open so you should feel the stretch through here. And then you're going to bring them back in, and you're going to curl up like a cat. Come back up. Open up. Feel that stretch there. Breathe out as you come back into cat. And one more time. And last cat. And sit up straight, put your hands down on your thighs. Okay, good. All right. Now, the next set of exercises of stretching that we're going to do is called Shibashi. Shibashi is from Japan, so Qigong is from China, and Shibashi is from Japan. And the thing I really like about Shibashi is it's a combination of Qigong and moving a little bit into Tai Chi, okay? So we'll be stepping out, doing some patterns that are really good for helping us with our balance, all right? So go ahead and stand back up. Excellent. Okay, so there's 16 moves on this, and we're going to do these 3 times each. This is not as critical in Shibashi as it is in Qigong, but I think the 3 times give you an idea. Not all of them, but some of them we'll do 3. Okay, so you're going to come up, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, and then we're going to breathe in, breathe out. Nice big opener there. Come back in and out. Okay, let's do that one more time. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, open up, breathe out. Good. Okay, this time we're going to bring our arms up. Going to make a big, like your big moon here. Turn your right foot out 90 degrees, and then you're going to just lean into carrying this moon, okay? Planet or whatever you want to be carrying, beach ball, that sounds good. Come back in, put your foot back into the space it was. Turn your other foot out 90 degrees and come over. Good. So you're noticing that we're doing a lot of these kinds of bends because it really helps with the muscle that we're working on here, okay? Up. Foot back straight, turn the other foot out, come back to the side, and up. Good. Okay, bring arms down. Okay, the next one is we're going to make a ball. You're going to take your, you're just mimicking me on these, okay? Just do the movements exactly the same way that I'm doing, and you're going to bring that arm all the way around, and then you change the position of the ball. Bring this one around, change the ball. Move it around, change the ball, take the bottom of the ball back behind you. And if there's any part of any of these things, I should have said this at the beginning, that causes you pain, like let's go to the hospital, pain, stop doing it, okay? And then down. Good. Right. Breathe in as you come up, cross your wrist, and then push. Palms up and really push out so you feel those arms, okay? Come back in, come out, push out, come back in. Last time, breathe in, breathe out, and drop your arms. Good. Okay, a thing that we use in, oh, that's coming too soon. Okay, now the next time, these next 3 moves, we're going to be pivoting on our feet, okay? So that means you just take your toes up and then you just turn them facing the direction that we're going, okay? So let's do that with our right, pivot to the left, and then just take your arm out and come back in. So you want to make sure you're feeling some stretch through the side, okay? Take that foot back at normal, take your left one, turn it toward the right, pivot, take your arm, so you're like holding a little something in your hand here, okay? And come back in. Try it again, come up, pivot, out, come back in, down, up, pivot, across, and in. Good, this time, up, out, and we're like just taking our arms up, come back down. Other side, up, pivot, and breathe out. One more time, up, and last time. Good, this last one that we're doing with this set, come up, pivot, take your arms straight across, look at it, your hand, come back in, up, pivot, straight across, come back in, up, pivot, and down, and the last time, and breathe out. Okay, now, the next 3 ones, we're going to be stepping out heel-toe, all right? This first one, we're going to scoop up water, pull it up, and then come up on our heel and push back, all right? Try that with me. We'll do that first one again. Step out with your heel, come down, and if you can only get down to here, that's what you do, okay? Don't worry about getting far down. And then come up on your heel and go backwards. So this is some good balance work. Let's do it one more time. Down, up, and throw it behind you. Good. Okay, step out with your left heel. We're going to come down, scoop up, come back up on your heel, and spread that out. Okay? Again, step out, scoop up, and throw. And last time, heel toe, come down, scoop, and throw. Okay? The next one, we're going to come out on our heel, come down on your toe, push out, and then just gently rake back in. Okay? Do that again. Push out, come back in, and step out one last time, and pull back in. Other side, step out, push, pull in, step out, push, pull in, and last time, push, and pull in. Now, if you only want to do one of these, that's fine. Okay, you don't need to do as many as we're doing. All right, next one that we're doing is we're going to, this is a good balance exercise. So if you're not feeling real good about your balance, make sure you've got a chair nearby, all right? We're going to go up on our toes, and then we're going to take our arms up and come back down, toes up, reach up and down, and the third one up and down. Good, all right. Next one is a nice, push that a little ways out of the way, step out just a little bit. We're going to make a big circle. So you make the circle where you're comfortable, okay? If you can't go very deep, that's fine. On all of these stretches, even if you're only doing 50% of it, you are really helping your body. So do what you can, all right? And on this one, we're just going to go around, make a big circle, come down, and then go in reverse and back. Okay, let's do that again. And I'm hoping all of these feel really good for you and that you'll want to come back and do this again. Even once a week would be great, twice would be even better. And I've lost track of the count, but I imagine it's at least 3, okay? All right, now next one again is another balance, okay? And with balance, again, you know where you are with your balance today, okay? You're going to take one leg up, so you're going to be strengthening this leg, balancing, take the opposite arm, and then it's like you're bouncing the ball and putting your leg down, okay? Doing the opposite side, down, up, down, up, down. Last time on each side, and down, okay? And then we're going to finish this stretching with what we call calm the chi. All right, calming chi from qigong is breath, energy in the body. Okay, this is now we've kind of got ourselves all worked up, even though it is a relaxing way of moving through the body. Let's calm back down, go back out into the real world. Okay, so we're going to take our palms up as we breathe in, flip them, and push as you breathe out, down. Okay, do that again, up. And last time. Okay, thank you for joining me with this gentle stretching today. I hope that you feel a lot better and that you're ready to go out and do whatever you need to do, okay? Join me again on another class. Thank you.